You met with Vice President Harris earlier today, which is your birthday. Happy birthday. Tell us about your day with the Vice President.
The day has been a movie, Jonathan, but I started the day in DC. I hitched a ride with my vice president back to Atlanta on Air Force Two. And the first thing she did was greeted me with the biggest bow and hug and told me happy birthday. And then we knew that it was about getting to work. We talked about what we're expecting coming up on the ground in Atlanta. I was able to brief her on us not being able to even find a venue to contain the crowds for the RSVPs that we were getting. And the fire marshal was trying to cut our numbers down. So we unfortunately had to cap today's rally at 10,000 participants. But the vice president has been to Georgia over 15 times since she's been in office, and we expect many more visits on the map to the White House because she made it very clear tonight that the road and the path to the White House runs through the Peach State. So we're ready to welcome her back, to bring the energy. Like it was a whole vibe in Atlanta today, Jonathan, something that I have not seen in my time in Democratic politics. We had young people that were energized and engaged, ready to do the work, ready to continue to have the conversations so that we can lead Vice President Harris to victory and make her our first female president in the history of our country.
Oh yeah, the vibe was real. I was watching on the live stream for an hour before she came on, and as you mentioned, 10,000 people came to hear the vice president today in Atlanta. What resonated with you about her message?
This message is about freedoms, and no place is this more poignant than here in Atlanta, Georgia. I, again, serve in the seat that was held by the late Congressman John Lewis, and we know his history of fighting for our freedom to vote, and that's what this election is about. I was able to talk briefly with the children of Dr. Martin Luther King here in Atlanta. I talked with my Sora Bernice King and also Martin Luther King III, who were here as well, because these are things that we've been fighting for, our economic freedom, so that we have the ability to not just survive, but thrive in this country. And this is about everyone. We're building multiracial coalitions. We saw that in the crowd today. I had my seniors caucus that were in full effect. And then we had our college students. I even had my newly minted fourth grader, my Carter Cakes, with me today. And everyone is engaged in this campaign. And that's what it's about. This is a forward-looking campaign about the future of this country and what can be, or someone who is looking to take us back. And we're moving forward, Jonathan.
There is overwhelming support for the vice president among Black America, but there are those who say that the Democratic Party still cannot take Black voters for granted. Is Vice President Harris doing enough to speak to the concerns of African Americans?
So Vice President Harris, not only does she have a record to run on with the Biden-Harris administration, $16 billion invested in our HBCUs, and no better place to talk about that than here in Atlanta, where we have the largest concentration of HBCUs in the country. And let's not forget the student debt relief that disproportionately impacted Black borrowers. So this is something that is impacting our community, and the Biden-Harris administration has addressed it, even when Trump's cronies sued the president so that he couldn't forgive student debt. And then we look at Black businesses and entrepreneurship, a 60% increase over the past 3.5 years. So there's not only a record to run on, but more work to be done. The vice president sees us, she hears us, she's lived the Black experience, but let's not get it twisted. She is fighting for all people, not just Black Americans, not just white Americans, but we are building multiracial coalitions because that's what it's about, pulling people together, not dividing us.
One more question for you, Congresswoman. Vice President Harris has called on Senate Republicans to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act as the Georgia Democratic Party continues to fight against Republican Governor Brian Kemp's anti-voter efforts. What's the state of voter protection efforts in Georgia?
So we have volunteer attorneys in all 159 counties in Georgia, making sure that when we tell you to show up and cast your vote, we can assure you that it will be counted. but that has not stopped the Republicans here in our state from doing everything that they can to roll back our freedom to vote. Just this week, we've seen a website put up by the Republicans who are in charge of our voting in our state, where any person can go on and cancel someone's voter registration. So what we know is we're going to have to continue to do the work to educate voters, to check their voter registration, make sure it hasn't been canceled, because when we show up to vote in mass for Vice President Harris to elect her as president, we want all of those votes to be counted.